this is Feminine Features. The main purpose of this show is to discuss chick flicks. I'm Anne Sully Sullivan.
I'm Jenna Morrissey.
And I'm Windsor Jewell.
This week, we saw Bringing Up Baby. In order for you to enjoy and understand this podcast, we recommend that you watch before listening. But if you haven't, here's Jenna with some background and a brief synopsis.
Hello.
Hey.
How we doing?
Oh, great.
Yeah. Doing good.
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Of course. Well, we've spent the whole day together already, so
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to fake the banter for you guys.
Well, it's kind of hard to have a bad time when I spend all my day with you guys.
Aww. Look at this guy. Anyway, let's just jump in to Bringing Up Baby. All right. Well, Bringing Up Baby, this is a 1938 RKO Radio Pictures film.
Woo, woo, woo.
And this is based on a short story by Hager Wilde. It was like a short story in a magazine. It's directed by Howard Hanks, and the screenplay is by
Howard Hawks.
Howard Hawks.
Howard
Oh
Hawks.
my God, I'm so sorry. It's the one name I didn't copy paste.
Don't worry, he's been dead forever. You don't got to apologize to anybody. This movie came out in 1938.
It did come out in 1938.
Uh-huh.
And the screenplay is by Dudley Nichols and Hager Wilde. This movie stars Katharine Hepburn.
Woo.
We welcome back to the pod
Yeah.
as Susan Vance.
Mm-hmm.
We have Cary Grant as Dr. David Huxley. And later he is called Mr. Bone.
Mr. Bone.
Yes, he's gorgeous in this.
Mhm.
We have May Robson as Elizabeth Carlton Random. She is Susan's aunt.
Aunt Random.
Mm-hmm. Charles Ruggles as Major Horace Applegate. And Walter Catlett as the constable. Then Barry Fitzgerald as Aloysius, I believe is how you say that.
That's how you say it.
Yes. All right. Just making sure. Aloysius Gogarty.
Like the yogurt.
Like the yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the gardener.
Yep.
Then Fritz Feld as Dr. Fritz Lehman. He's the psychiatrist. Virginia Walker as Alice Swallow. She's David's fiance. And George Irving as Alexander Peabody, who's a lawyer. So this movie is an hour and a half of Cary Grant having a panic attack, and I felt it in my bones the whole time watching it.
I was like, I wish a woman would torment me like he's being tormented. He can't get out of the situation.
Honestly,
his marriage collapsed.
I want that for you.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know, you do really well with it.
Windsor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Just being put upon by this wacky woman. That's
Just,
all I've been wanting.
Please, for the love of God.
Can I go home? And she's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite a screwball comedy
Oh,
here.
hey, it was.
These balls are screwy.
It's true. So David Huxley is a paleontologist planning on getting married to, it's his assistant, right? Or is she like a fellow paleontologist?
They work together.
They work
They're
together
working
at the
together on
museum.
this
The big dinosaur.
the big dinosaur skeleton. Like they have in museums.
Yeah. And he's supposed to get married tomorrow. And he's missing one more bone for the big dinosaur. It's the intercostal clavicle. They say it a lot. And it's being delivered soon.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the next day.
Yep.
And he also plans on meeting with Mrs. Random, who is considering donating $1 million to the museum.
Big chunk of change in 1938.
Big time. So David has a meeting on a golf course with Mr. Peabody, the lawyer, and he's supposed to meet Mrs. Random there later, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this is where he meets Susan for the first time. She takes his ball by accident and keeps playing her game,
If you know what I mean.
Hey-o.
She's very scatterbrained. I think is the best word.
Almost to a malicious extent.
Yeah.
Where she's
Absolutely.
like, oh, I don't hear that it's your ball and not mine. Don't hear that your ball and not mine. And then she's like playing with it, you know?
Malicious is right.
Yeah.
My take on this is like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Sure.
But so she doesn't listen very much. And she ends up, the sequence ends with her driving off in his car.
Mhm.
While he's like clinging on to it, and the meetings and misunderstandings continue. And then we learn that Susan was given a leopard named Baby, hence the name of the movie, bringing up Baby, by her brother, and she calls David to help her transport it to Connecticut because she thinks he's a zoologist. But he's not a zoologist, he's a paleontologist.
He's a paleontologist, yeah.
And it's his literal wedding day, so he's like, no, I'm not coming over, like, what are you talking about? But then she pretends to be attacked by the leopard on the phone, so he like rushes over and he gets tangled in the shenanigans,
Her web of malice. He falls for the trap.
Mm-hmm.
These women, they're so conniving.
Well, not conniving enough, if you ask me.
Then they end up in Connecticut, and Susan's Aunt Elizabeth is there, and her dog steals the bone that has been, the dinosaur bone that has been delivered. And so David spends most of the evening looking for where the dog may have buried it. And Susan lies about David's identity, and she calls him Mr. Bone because Aunt Elizabeth is Mrs. Random, the woman with the $1 million. And she says, Susan says that David is a big game hunter, and they try to hide the leopard from her because Susan also wants the $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like it's coming off very confusing, but it's literally a screwball comedy.
It is meant to be confusing.
In the movie, at multiple points, they stop and he's like, "Now, what's your motivation again?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Let me think about it." You know, like they're
why are we doing
shit
this?
does just keep popping up.
Yep.
Yeah. So the leopard gets out, and it gets mixed up with a scary evil leopard from
Yeah, dangerous leopard as opposed to the nice tame leopard.
Yeah,
that they-
there's the tame
baby.
one. Baby. Baby's the good one.
Mhm.
And the scary evil leopard came from the circus, of course, the local circus. And they were like, we should have gotten rid of this guy months ago. He's so violent.
Keeps eating people or whatever. Yeah, mauled a guy.
Yeah.
So they're like sending it away, and it gets mixed up with this leopard.
Well, Susan frees it.
Yeah,
thinking
they
it's
free
baby.
it. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So any maulings on their heads, but luckily none occur.
None occur.
That are shown.
And during this process, the police are called, and everyone is arrested. Things are cleared up when Mr. Peabody arrives, and it's revealed that there are 2 leopards when Susan brings the evil one into the jail. So David does not end up getting married. He did miss his wedding because he spent the whole day with this woman. And he finished his dinosaur when Susan arrives at the museum to apologize, and she got the $1 million from her aunt. She offers it to the museum, but she ends up totally breaking the dinosaur when he's like kind of coaxing her to fall off the ladder.
He's trying to like get her to be stable, but
she starts swinging back and forth on this ladder, and then she's like, no way to go but through the dinosaur.
Yeah, and then she climbs up on the dinosaur and it collapses. And in that sequence, I took it as he's pretending to profess his love to her to try and get her to I thought he was trying to get her to fall.
That's not how I read it. I think there's one person conniving and it's not him.
Yeah. But
I think
the movie ends. He saves her from the dinosaur collapsing, but his life's work is now on the ground. And that's the movie.
Yeah.
No one ends up together.
They end up together. I mean,
but
they both
do they?
I think it's so interesting as a rom-com ending.
They both say I love you, and he goes, I think I love you too.
Yeah, like literally the whole movie's building up to them being together, like over the credits, basically.
Yeah.
Which is such an interesting setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is this movie about?
It's a horror movie
It's
about
a
a
horror
man with
movie.
anxiety having the worst day of his life.
It's a sexy romance movie about a woman having fun.
Yeah. Okay. I think you guys both hit it where I was getting at. Because I don't know what the theme is. I think it's have fun, perhaps, which is a good theme.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, it was an extremely fun movie
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
And the reason it's hard to summarize is because of its pace in getting to the next joke.
Yes.
Getting to the next scenario.
Yeah.
I think there's like messages about this woman like wanting to slow down, but also it's about how you can effectively trap a man just by being chaotic.
Yeah.
You know, which I think is a life lesson a lot of us need.
Mm-hmm. Hey, take note.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the way they set it up at the beginning of the movie, he's with Alice, and she says nothing must interfere with your work, or marriage must entail no domestic entanglements of any kind.
Which
Mhm.
seems to imply sex as the
yeah.
movie is doing.
No, exactly. The woman he's gonna marry is like, well, I'm never gonna have sex with you.
It's like that's how they introduce the character.
And
He's
this
like,
is
I
going to
will
be
not fuck you.
An entirely professional relationship.
Yeah. And he goes, none? And then he's like, aw.
Oh, shucks.
Aw, shucks.
Aw, shucks. Okay. What?
He needs to find a woman who wants to have sex with him at least once.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
It's such a funny movie.
Yeah. So, have fun, have sex. I think that's the theme, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think the part where things start to go a little bit better for him is when he says, that's fine, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. At what point does that happen? Are they in jail at that point?
I don't think so. I think that's when they're looking, like when Miss Random's there
Yeah.
and he's in the dressing gown.
The iconic dressing
Which
gown. I
we
just
of
went
course have to talk about.
Yeah.
gay all of a sudden.
Yeah, I just went gay all of a
Windsor said,
sudden.
"Hey, me too."
Yeah, me too. Hey, I had been looking gay because
He got a little gayer. I
his
think.
slutty little glasses
Yeah.
are
Oh, come on.
so hot
Oh,
to
my
open
God.
the movie. And they compliment his little boyish man face so well. And he looks so charming. And then he's like playing dumb. And you're like, himbo.
Mhm.
Himbo alert. And then they put him in a fucking dress, nightgown. And he says he's gay. Masterpiece. Anyway, yeah, that's when he starts
Masterpiece.
loosening up. I mean, I think it's supposed to be about this like anal retentive guy who needs to be in control, even though his character is how ditzy he is. So
Yeah.
they don't really get to that point.
Well, also, like, I don't know, it's about him being in control because Alice was pretty much like, I'm going to dictate our relationship. And he's
Yeah.
just like, all right, dear.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he just needs to like chill the fuck out, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Or like sometimes the right woman will run you ragged and that's a good thing.
Well, I think sometimes. Okay, let me get to my next quote, and then maybe this will make sense.
Okay.
Okay, so when he's like, I don't. Okay, anyway, she says at one point, Catherine Hepburn, not her character,
Susan Vance.
Susan Vance
Mhm.
says, "You mean you don't want me to help you anymore after all the fun we've had, and after all the things I've done for you," which is, which I think it's about you gotta be with someone who's gonna be fun because you're gonna actually be having panic attacks most of your life. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
true.
life is just one big panic attack, and if you're with someone who's like, "Hey, this is pretty fun," right? It's a little easier.
Yeah.
Rolling with the chaos.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like as a 1930s Depression era moral.
Mm.
Yes. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, sir.
Quite so.
Yes. Where did a lot of paleontologists lose work in the Depression?
Mm.
Apparently not. Big game hunting was doing pretty well too,
Hey,
as far
Sam's
as I
getting
could
$1
see.
million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that this is like their working class comedy involves only one millionaire's estate in Connecticut.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. And then sorry, I saw this movie 2 weeks ago. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Feel that.
The two cat. This is what I read. In a critic wrote this, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna pretend that's mine. The two cats represent two sides of a person: the tame and the wild side, and you must balance the two.
Okay.
So
Oh.
Cary Grant is the tame baby cat.
Yeah.
And she is the scary evil leopard.
Yes.
And they create this kind of yin yang
Yep.
that leads them to complete humanity
Yes.
and
And
a
then-
demolished dinosaur.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess if a movie's old enough, somebody's going to give it some sort of artsy critique.
I mean, I can definitely see. I didn't get that could have been like a mirror,
Mm-hmm.
and I do think there's like truth in that, but also.
I get it.
Just like the fact I'm like, this is a horror movie. That's the evil, scary leopard. And you're like, yes, so Susan is the evil, scary
Yes,
leopard.
Yeah, yes. So Susan is hunting a man through the woods in order to trap him
Yeah.
and get him between her jaws.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's not the take I want to have on this movie, but I do think it's the funny take.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
And I was so stressed out watching this. I was like, I'm feeling his pain. Like, I can't believe. I'm like, he's supposed to be at his wedding to his wife who won't have sex with him.
Yeah.
and
Let him go.
you said, please let this man get to a life of celibacy as fast as possible.
It's what he wants.
His dinosaur is sitting there incomplete.
Incomplete.
Right now.
It needs its
Incomplete.
clavicle.
Why do they need $1 million? No, not important.
You know how museums
It's
work.
for like research, probably, right?
Yeah.
They gotta fund the digs.
Oh, he's showing off the
Funding the
dinosaur. He's like, look at
digs.
that. Don't you want to give us another $1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get another dinosaur out of it. I don't have anything else on themes. I think I think that's what this is. I think it's about having fun.
Yeah, and it's about, letting loose in this like tied up lifestyle of the
Mhm.
rich that Susan is, I guess, the black sheep of,
Mhm.
although it doesn't feel. I mean, we talked in the Philadelphia story about how Katharine Hepburn was seen as this like kind of hoi polloi high class gal
Yeah.
in a way they did not love in
Mhm.
1938. And I think maybe some of that is explored in this movie where this is like this kind of high class family and she is this like high class black sheep type character that maybe the folks didn't relate to or care for.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, she is so fun and real and in the moment in a way that, so many of the movies of this era are like very stiff.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie's entire fighting of stiffness lets it to feel more modern and timeless.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
And so I like them like playing off the ant and Cary Grant because Cary Grant is also, stiff and doesn't want this going on, but at least he can have fun looking for the dog. But he's not ever really having fun.
No,
I don't even know if that's a theme.
But
within the character arc. But I think it's a theme within the movie
yeah.
because people become
No, that's-
charmed by Susan throughout the film.
That's exact. Yeah. I mean, she figured it out in the end. Like,
Yeah. So besides the dinosaur on the floor, of course.
well, yeah. But who could have? Who could have?
not the big dinosaur.
Yeah. What is this movie about?
This movie is
We learned
about
It's about us enjoying it and having a good
Hey.
time.
it's
maybe it is.
about how funny a woman can be.
It's
Just
true.
shouting the name of a dog.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What this movie meant to me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Live animals on sets scare me.
That's what I was thinking about that a lot. Did you watch Chimp Crazy on HBO?
No, but I watched Nope, and then and
Right.
I was like, yeah, chimpanzees are scary.
Yeah.
Chimp Crazy. Wait, is that the one where the people adopt chimps? Yeah.
And it's
Mhm.
like there was like some famous chimp. I think Tonka is his name. He's like a
Mhm.
famous chimp
Mm-hmm.
that like did a bunch of movies and stuff. and it's like the people that own him and like a bunch of other chimps, and it's just like, I don't know, it's scary stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a mini docu-series.
Yeah.
And she's like hiding them from the government, and like the producers of this series had to like turn her in. It's like
Because they got footage of a chimp she was lying about not existing.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, take a footage of this guy.
Yeah.
Are you only allowed to have so many?
Well,
It's
I don't
illegal
even
to own a chimpanzee in many, many states.
Yeah, I don't even
right.
remember like
I
a lot of the
believe
specifics.
all of them.
So why did they have them?
Well, because
they
she
had
was
them,
like,
they made it illegal.
yeah.
And then she's like,
grandfathered
died.
in.
No, she's
She
lied
said
about the
they
chimp dying
died. Yeah, she said it died.
and had like
She like,
other
oh
chimp
my god, I
bones.
forgot
Wait,
about
so-
like the ashes.
Mhm.
She was like, these are his ashes, and it was literally like cocoa powder. Like it didn't even
Mhm.
look like ash. It was like, why is it brown?
Okay.
You can, frankly, Sully, you can watch it on your own time.
No, I
Again.
won't because it freaks me out so much.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
Yeah.
derail
No,
derail
it's okay.
your.
Hey, I don't really have anything to say. We're talking about how I don't really like chimpanzees. There's no chimpanzee
well,
in this
that's
movie.
why I bring it up,
Well, you
because
did.
that series talks about like
Yeah.
the chimps, and like they like one of them was on a million Hallmark cards, was like basically a model for Hallmark, and like made a ton of money for the
Yeah.
owners or whatever. And it's just like, but that's like an animal that can kill you. Can kill you.
yeah.
I think it highlights the cruelty of all animal acting.
Yeah, no,
to
exactly.
see the more violent animals express themselves in such a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because we've domesticated ourselves so much does not mean that nature has to follow in kind.
Whoa.
There it is.
Yep.
And you're like a vegetarian.
and I am a vegetarian, but I don't care about animals, as anyone will tell you.
It's true.
I loved Katharine Hepburn's laugh in this. I was
Mm.
doing it earlier. You didn't like it.
Let me hear it.
Well, I liked it a little too much.
Ah. Thanks. It's been getting better. It's been getting better. What if I laughed like that all the time?
Again,
No,
please
let me
don't.
hear it.
That's it. Hard to do.
Getting verklempt over here.
Yeah. Anyway, there's that. I just went gay all of a sudden. Hey.
Yeah.
Good line.
Well, let's talk about how on the Wikipedia it like breaks it down, and then there's a whole section for use of gay,
Yeah.
quote unquote gay.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
well,
like the first time they
I Googled the word gay
yeah.
while
when
watching
you were
the movie.
12 years old.
Gay question mark. Gay, comma, how to. Question mark. And I typed in
Gay
gay
explanation. Exclamation point.
and went to the Wikipedia page
For gay?
for gay.
What do they got on
Just
there?
the term gay.
They have-
Sorry, I
well,
gotta.
the etymology
They have
of the word.
homosexual as an option as like a drop down.
Do they have any pictures?
Yeah, they got pictures.
Ooh.
And
Pull it up,
pull it up. But under the etymology,
Yeah.
it features this movie in like a very critical gap
Oh,
of
yeah.
use of
Yes.
the word.
Huh.
In that, like, it would have been something understood as potentially meaning like a sexual deviant, but also meaning happy. And this was like use of it as a double entendre. But because it is a man in a dress,
Mhm.
and I hate to spoil it to you guys, but a gay man in a dress that was
Mhm.
kind of known to be gay if you were gay,
Mhm.
I think, and this implication is kind of in the Wikipedia article, but it's not like directly corroborated. But like this movie being so popular and having that moment, it is like influential in using gay for homosexuals.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it like kind of became like I don't want to say slang, but like
I think slang is the right term
Yeah,
for it. But
yeah.
because it is like an intra-community understanding,
Yeah.
and then it pops up as like a political term in the 50s and 60s.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
which is so crazy.
Probably not monolithic, but it is not nothing. And you still see it on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
as like him saying it because he's, well known for being gay now. We love talking
Mhm.
about actors that were closeted at the time.
Yeah.
And this clip comes up and it's like actually historically important.
Yeah.
Maybe not totemic, but like important.
Yeah. Well, is this movie perhaps about if you're going to be in a sexless marriage, you might as well have fun?
Yeah. Yes.
Is he-
Of course. Finding the beard for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she should be rich too.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, could you just steal cars back then?
Oh my God,
no
we were talking
keys,
about
no
that
keys.
while watching this.
You could just
You could just get in.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think it was a
Right?
conspicuous act, but yeah, well, you probably didn't leave your car that much then because it was like really
You put
valuable.
it in like your garage?
Yeah, you probably just like bring it home. Not a lot of street parking.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
But then it's also like, then how did they start it? With no key.
Probably just hit the
Sorry,
Did
for,
they have
for,
a
for our
crank?
listening audience, I just made a cranking
Crank
motion.
Are they
Yes.
crank?
Yes.
I guess.
Shanna, they put their feet on the concrete through the floor. Like
They
everybody
stand up and they
drove
walk.
until 2000.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, you guys will see this later, I believe. We just watched The Sound of Music also. And I was thinking about that during that movie because they use cars and it's a similar time period. Not when the movie was made, but when the movie's set.
The Sound of Music takes place in the movie this year, in the year this movie came out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, like they all do just kind of like get in the car and go. And I'm like, what's going on there? I'm like, can he, like,
He does. Turn
did
it
you
on,
have
yeah.
a specific device that allowed only you to turn on the car? I was like looking for it.
Huh.
I don't know how it worked.
So I don't know.
Damn. And then the last thing I've written here is all cops are bad.
ACAB.
These cops are
Stupid
as fuck. All cops are stupid as fuck. And that's why we can't give them too much power, you know? It's because sometimes
yeah.
Catherine Hepburn's going to confuse them too much, and then everybody's going to be in jail.
Right.
Next
And
time
their first
there's
thought's gotta
discourse
arrest.
Mhm.
about the cops, I'll be like, well, haven't you seen Bringing Up Baby?
Haven't you seen Bring It Back?
Literally.
Well, they keep arresting people for like being confusing. and they're like, your story doesn't add up. Get in there. And it's like, they didn't do anything illegal.
They're just, I think they're locking them up for being crazy. They're like,
Yeah.
I can't believe all of these people are having this shared psychosis about this one same situation right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
you saw a leopard outside? Get in the fucking cell.
There's a circus nearby. Now there's 2 leopards? Come on. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you say you were somebody else? Lie about? I guess that happens today. If you lie about your name to a cop, they will just throw you in jail.
They'll do it for anything. And
That's true.
they
Yeah,
always
true.
have, and that's what this movie means to
ACAB.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you got?
I was very stressed watching this, but it was very funny. I was like cracking up. I was having a very good time watching it, but I was also like truly feeling the anxiety. Sometimes like, I don't know, some like sitcom-y things, like, oh, we found ourselves in this situation, we can't get out. I get very stressed out.
Sure. No, I get it.
100%.
Yeah.
So this was one of them, but it was so worth it. It was very funny. It's also made by RKO, and I just did Rocky Horror again, so that came up at the beginning, and I was like, "What the fuck's an RKO?" Because it's one of the callbacks.
Yeah.
And then I just wrote use of gay section on Wiki LMFAO, which we already talked about.
Yep.
But yeah, this movie was hilarious, and I like brought it up to a lot of people, and no one knew what it was. And I'm also like, I mean, it's from 1938, so that makes sense. Why would our friends like know that off the top of their head, you know, when it's not like The Wizard of Oz, you know?
At least they didn't get it confused with a Tom Hanks movie.
Oh my God, like a Philadelphia Story. Everyone we mentioned that to was like, the Tom Hanks movie?
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's so
no.
crazy because now that we have time on this episode to talk about it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because nobody stopped for 1 second to be like, why would they cover Philadelphia?
I know.
I know. They just,
Literally.
I don't know.
We don't even do gay romances. I already commented this during the Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I'm not important.
Yeah. Well, Windsor.
We're doing next season. I'm just doing legal dramas.
Great.
Yeah. So Bringing Up Baby, good fucking movie.
Mhm.
Howard Hawks, movie stars. Why they talk like that? They're so funny and cute and together, and doing their little acts. And Katharine Hepburn's running around shouting the name of the dog, which I believe is Charlie.
George.
George.
Oh, George.
Oh, George. George.
Oh, George.
George. He's saying it seriously. He's like, George. George.
Oh, George.
And she's cracking up. She's like, George. George. And she's like doing something with her fucking
Well,
shoulders where it's like
George.
they're weightless. Like she's like in a fucking big suit like David Byrne.
Well,
And-
Yes.
Well, he does it, and then she does it right after him, and he's like, "That's not helping." When has she done anything to help this entire time?
No, she's fucking with him. And honestly, in my opinion, right, and the only thing that ever mattered to me is Looney Tunes and Scooby Doo, right? And I feel like, I feel like Bugs Bunny honestly changes as a character after this movie and becomes much more like Captain Hepburn's character, and it has a real Elmer Fudd being punished by Bugs Bunny kind of vibe.
That yes.
But he's
And they should kiss too.
they do kiss.
Google it right now, Sully.
Wait, I gotta
Something
Wow.
will come up.
incognito tab.
Sully's search history is starting to look a lot like mine. Yeah, well, and it's like, yeah, it's like she's been trapped. She's tormenting this
That's what I'm
man.
saying, it's a horror
But at least Elmer Fudd's a hunter, you know. So you're like, well, I guess he deserves it. He would kill Bugs Bunny. This is just a fucking guy who works at a museum
On his wedding day.
on his wedding day.
What?
She doesn't give a fuck about Miss Swallows, bro. She doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, on his apparently weddings used to mean that you could just like sort of show up after work.
Yeah, it did seem a little more casual, but also, I mean, their whole relationship was like
Working.
working and
yeah.
professional.
Yeah, I mean, it was just something they did at the church.
Yeah, they were just gonna like go to the church, and then weren't they gonna go back to work or something
Yeah.
after?
Well, his entire life has to be work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't even get none.
Yep.
they're only getting married because it will allow them to spend more time together to work.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Many such cases.
Yeah.
So I do think that when this movie becomes public domain, that a horror remake should be made.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Sure.
like in 9 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get
Yeah,
working on
yeah.
that. We'll get developing that.
Exactly. And like the leopards, you know, those are really scary. I think they got to start eating people.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying
Yeah.
when we were watching it. I was like, now eat them. Get them.
This
Sick
is
'em.
fully a tangent, but I really like that you're like, this has got to be a horror movie. Katharine Hepburn has to be killing people. The leopards have to be killing people, and then you're like, that guy needs to fall off a roof. I'm like, it's like Final Destination. Like you got to organize. Like, what are you?
Right, because I really don't know horror movies.
It's just
We're like,
the only
what
thing. The only thing that
are
truly
you
scares you, Jenna, is
describing?
death. You know, and if it's everywhere, that is a horror movie. And frankly, that's kind of how I write them. I had a horror short that was just people dying once. You know?
I was just thinking it could be like a horror, like slasher, like
Yeah.
bloodbath.
Yeah.
But
Like
I like
every-
how Final Destination, your slasher. movies.
Everyone except Cary Grant that interacts with Katharine Hepburn like dies by her hand or her leopard's hand, and
Yeah.
Cary Grant is like helpless to it.
And she comes into the police station with the control of the leopards, and it's like, oh god, it's been her the entire time. And then she fakes this stunt to force him to save her life at the end
yeah,
and destroy his work, and he has to sit there and be like, I love you. I think that there is truly a terrifying.
I mean that's
angle
the
on it.
movie I watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where she like torments him, kills all his friends, or her friends, I guess, and then like has this moment where like, you have to save me, like Stockholm syndrome, enforcing the Stockholm syndrome.
She literally like puts. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Hey, since you love me so much, save my life.
Yeah, yeah. Now he's complicit too.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Anyway.
So
Good
that's
fuck-
what I think should
uh,
happen.
Yeah.
Fashion in this movie's fucking incredible. Katharine Hepburn's got a couple real kick-ass dresses.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a drag queen, look at those.
Totally.
Yeah,
They're
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah, they are.
All right. Let's hear what the critics thought. We have The Guardian. Okay. I'm concerned I wrote this incorrectly. I
Okay.
believe it's David Thompson, but I wrote Davdy.
And what if it is Dabney?
This guy's named Davdy. What year is this? Is this a contemporary?
This is a contemporary. Yeah. Or no. This is a retrospective.
Yeah, it could be Davdy.
Anyway.
Dabney, are you out there?
Yeah.
Can you let us know in the comments?
It's probably David. I'm gonna call
Let us know if you're David or Davdi in the comments, please.
Call us at 1-800-FEM-FEATURE.
Anyway, he says an extraordinary sequence of physical comedy, one calamity adding to another. Yep.
Mhm. Yes.
There's a lesson here which says you can do the most subversive thing if you make it comedy.
The most subversive thing being a guy in a dress yelling, "I'm gay."
That, and then also when he tears her dress.
Yeah, and her ass is out.
right.
Because
her
that
ass
was
was
not
out.
you could not do that.
No.
And they did that.
Yeah, because it was a
Oh.
joke, and then you're looking at her
So
ass,
the only
and
way
you're
to
like, "That's
solve
still
this
a
is
lot
to
of
press
fabric."
my whole body against her.
I know, right?
Yeah, they get real close. He gets up in her business.
Yeah.
He
To
does.
use a
Yeah.
polite term.
Yeah, that's for sure.
He says, in its way, it's as much a film noir. Oh, a horror film.
That's
Not
Mhm.
that,
Thank
but
God.
you know, whatever.
There's a lot of shadows. I actually really like how the night scenes look. It's gorgeous.
In its way, it's as much a film noir as Detour or The Woman in the Window or Double Indemnity. A lot of it takes place at night in the menacing woods of Connecticut.
Yeah, while they're being hunted.
Woman
Yeah.
in the window.
Woman in the Window, a good movie.
They
They remade that.
Okay.
Not important.
Sure.
Not important.
It leaves one in awe at the speed and timing of Grant and Hepburn, as well as their goofy, lopsided humanity.
There is a lot of effort put in to make this movie feel casual, which is definitely notable from the stars.
Yeah, totally. Don't trust the public to recognize a masterpiece or stop Hitler. I thought that was just a funny little line.
Jeez.
More on American public attitudes towards World War II next week.
Yeah.
and Adolf Hitler. Yeah.
This is from the Criterion Collection. Sheila O'Malley says, bringing up baby is the silliest thing to happen to American comedy too, and has been a reminder for 83 years and counting of how necessary and sneakily profound silliness can be.
Yeah, it's a very silly movie.
I mean, it's so silly
Absolutely.
and so funny that it does feel like a landmark as far as like, well, should I wait until talking about impact? Okay. It feels like like a landmark as far as like your manic pixie dream girl. Which
yeah.
I feel like grows out of this. Like this is a woman who is like punishing a man. And then eventually it becomes more of a service to a man kind of fantasy will bring a man out of his shell kind of thing.
Yeah.
That it feels more insipid than this, even though I think both are probably men writing their fantasy.
Yeah, well, it's like a woman that's interesting, and they're like, I've never seen one of those. And it's like, they're
Yeah.
actually, what?
Right, like a woman who's so different and quirky and interesting. But in this, it's because she's crashing his car and like tormenting him with wild animals, as opposed to just being like, yeah, I like video games too.
I love the Smiths.
And also, I see the rom-com as coming directly out of this. You know, it's very much two people in a way that other movies like My Man Godfrey, like these other screwball comedies are not. You know, so this feels like very much the people that saw this, maybe it wasn't popular at the time, but the people that saw this, you know, later made Doris Day movies or sitcom episodes, and like it's very influential within the world of comedy, and specifically the genre of the rom-com that we know doesn't really crop up until much later.
Yeah. Right.
And I see this as an early example, part of why I brought it into the fold and why we're doing it. Even though maybe not the chickiest of flicks.
No.
Sure, but it truly does feel, and just like a Philadelphia Story did, it feels rom-com-y.
Yeah.
100%.
You know?
Totally.
So,
Yeah. Sheila O'Malley says, with all those bones, balls, and cats running around, it's obvious the censors were sleeping on the job.
okay.
Wait, her name's Swallows? They're bones and they're bone and swallows.
Like
yeah.
Lisa Swallows.
Like Lisa
from,
Swallows.
Lisa Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sheila says about Katharine Hepburn, she is an irresistible engine of fun.
Yep.
She
Yeah, it's
is.
true.
Yep.
And then she says about the story, Susan's aunt is coded as a lesbian, living for years with an ex-opera singer named Drusilla in the original story that was pitched, and that got taken out.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's fun.
Mhm.
That is fun.
Yeah.
They can only get so much past those damn censors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Bringing Up Baby has much in common with Shakespeare comedies such as A Midsummer Night's Dream, As You Like It, in which the characters leave their rule-bound court and enter the forest. In the forest, love, lust, gender bending, and magic all flourish.
Well, that's what I said about A Philadelphia Story.
That is, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
To me, these do feel like the middle points between Shakespeare's more chaotic comedies and like The Odd Couple on TV. You know, like this is within that period of transition of comedy
Yeah.
where it becomes much more personable rather than this fantastical space.
Yeah.
And even this is a pretty fantastical movie, as we've discussed, and silly and ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it continues that kind of progression into grounding for comedy.
Yeah, totally. A butterfly doesn't symbolize irresponsibility. A butterfly symbolizes transformation. Ooh, because Miss Swallows calls him a butterfly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
A lot of queer coding in this movie, huh?
Mm-hmm. Bringing Up Baby was rediscovered in the 50s and 60s with the advent of television
Mhm, mhm.
because nobody liked it, so they played it all the time.
That makes sense why
that's
it's so
fun.
influential on
Mhm.
TV
It's like
sitcoms.
an old cable movie.
Yeah.
Like an original cable movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. In David, Grant almost single-handedly created the prototype of the absent-minded professor. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking about
Himbo.
Manic Pixie Dream Girls.
How about that absent-minded professor?
How about that absent? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, like, the glasses especially are something where it's like
Mhm.
forever now. If you're going to have an absent-minded professor and a sexy one, you're going to give him little glasses.
Well, literally,
Slutty little glasses.
in The Absent-Minded Professor, Fred McMurray is like forgetting that he's getting married.
Yep.
And like that's the conflict.
Yeah.
So it's like they just took that element from this and
Yeah.
made their own
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And they said, what if Katharine Hepburn wasn't in it?
Yeah.
Okay, she says about Hawks, his main interest was the world of men. That's what they said. Wink, wink, nudge,
Wink.
nudge. So let's get into the impact on the genre. Do we consider it a chick flick?
I mean, I feel like just technically no.
No.
But like I see the influences.
I think
and it certainly it like lines up, you
Yeah.
know, but
I think it's really fun discussing here how it has greater influences 20 years after it's released
Mhm.
than it does immediately.
yeah.
You know, and the rom-com kind of goes into a different space of these like marital comedies that we discuss
Mhm.
with Philadelphia Story, and we talked about doing Adam's Rib,
Mm-hmm.
although I would like to do The Shop Around the Corner next. And it's really fun that like this is more influence on like the Doris Day comedies
Yeah.
and TV sitcoms than it does on necessarily similar movies of the 40s with the same stars even.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
But none of that adds up to chick flick in my book. I don't even know if those Doris Day comedies are really chick flicks. So
yeah.
I think there's still some molding until we get into the form that we know.
Yeah. I
and
mean,
love.
when we did Philadelphia Story, I did the whole spiel about like chick flicks weren't even around yet. The movies were more for everyone than they were for like one of four quadrants.
Yeah.
And I'll be bringing up like women's pictures of the 50s in future
Sure.
seasons. Probably not soon, but
But someday.
I want to shake it up. But like there are movies intended for women, and this is not the mold that they're in at this time.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Well, it sounds like this was kind of supposed to be for men because it was
Yeah.
supposed to be a Cary Grant picture.
And it's like a sex comedy,
Yeah.
but sex in it is so tame compared to our modern taste
Well,
that it doesn't even feel like it.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like an old-timey bitches be crazy, am I right?
Bitches
Yeah.
do be crazy.
Yeah.
Yes. No, you're right. Yeah, but for me, it's worth talking about just because it had such an influence, and like the screwball genre for me is just like what rom-coms became.
And the people and the public falling in love with movie stars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is something that had existed, but it's existing here more in a comedic space
Yeah.
and falling in love with pairings and stuff like that. I guess
Yeah.
maybe it's just an example that survives today. You know, we don't really watch Valentino movies or anything like that,
Yeah.
but this is like a core example of people that became landmark to a number of eventual creators or just the general public because they were such unique presences.
Yeah.
And people that saw that it stuck with them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to me, another reason why we can talk about this is because Katharine Hepburn so fully steals the show in this movie.
Oh yeah.
It's like, they didn't intend for her to be like so great in this, but she was.
You can imagine
Yeah.
this feeling like a just straight up sexist movie in
Yeah.
the hands of another actress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what I feared my interpretation of a horror movie comes across as.
Sure.
But-
Well, it's not just your interpretation.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
It is a movie made by men born in the 1800s.
There we
so
go.
we can't
Yeah.
imagine it's going to be completely politically on point. you know?
I mean, no, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't want to be the one twisting it into being like, these women are so crazy.
Well, I mean,
But they are.
if we were to follow my Bugs Bunny analogy,
Yeah.
like
She's
we-
just
you,
Bugs Bunny.
you would not be the first person to introduce Bugs Bunny as a horror character
Yeah.
either. You know, it's
That's
just the
it.
tormenting comedic
That's what I'm
element.
getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, this came out when Katharine Hepburn was considered box office poison, and it
Right.
continued to add to that rumor because it did not do very well.
Mhm.
And this is her first comedic performance. And it was so goddamn good.
So good.
Yeah.
The
I can't believe it's her first.
and the I right? She's so quick.
Yeah.
Anyway. I have a passage from the book from the article Absolute Definition, Katharine Hepburn by Senses of Cinema, Leslie Chow. She taught us a new way of being looked at. Instead of giving herself to romantic, soulful close-ups, she showed us the eye always follows the person, with the quickest, cleanest movements, especially if they wear a black suit, have deft gestures, and speak in startlingly definite tone. Her influence can be seen in the starkly modern styles of Angelica Hudson, Houston, thank you, Annette Bening, and Judy Davis, all of whom narrow their voices and dress darkly and are compellingly linear presences on screen. Yeah, huge influence, Katharine Hepburn, and like, yeah, she's so unique that like she really like invented this like kind of woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Certainly in our screens. Yes.
certainly on our screens.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyway, that's what I got.
She made her own trope.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I want to say as far as like movie stars and like how we get, like Tom Hanks
Mhm.
and Meg Ryan, Jesus
Meg
Christ.
Griffin.
Griffith.
I was like from Family
Like the
Guy.
actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably from Family Guy is more likely for me to fuck up. Yeah, Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. Like we get these pairings that we love, and this is an example of America falling in love with movie stars.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Yeah.
Well, even though it was in their movies that came after this.
Yeah. You're right. All right. That's everything I have.
Yeah. Cool. Fun movie.
Oh yeah. So fun.
Very fun, very fun. Highly recommend.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you everyone for listening and watching. Thank you to Atlas Renee for art, Shishkin Productions, Brianna Harley for music. Next week, we're going to be watching The Sound of Music.
Let's
Follow us on
go.
social media. We have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and Letterboxd at FemFeaturesPod.